What's up, everyone? Welcome to Illegal Alien Racing. We're going to change things up a little bit and ride along with Justin for his pre-final race. This is definitely an interesting race as he starts from fourth spot. We're looking for green flag. Here we go. That is me in the number 1 cart just ahead. Justin looks to the inside. Justin is a defending Heavies champion in rental kart league racing at DKC. He's stuck on the outside here. Not a good spot to be, but not terrible. I've seen people get trapped on the bottom if a cart spins out in front of them on that turn. It's a really good bite coming out of that corner. Nice 2-for-1 move there. Would have been good if he would have locked the bottom down and prevented that over-under from cart 31. But he's going to hang out on the outside here and try to protect his spot. Decides to back off and just try to settle in. Right there, 31 asks for a push. And entering screen right is number 2, Vicent. Vicent's made some appearances on the channel before, most famously in Kart Crash Compilation number 1, where he's in his private cart, hooks up bumpers with another driver, and gets driven into a barrier, totaling his cart. Vicent races regionally and nationally in his own cart. This is his first time racing rental carts on this track. He's doing a really good job. Justin's in cart number 11, fast cart, despite the nose sticker kind of flapping around. That is Talon up in the lead. You can see him in the distance there. Justin takes a semi-defensive position here, looks like. Not sure what's going on behind him. I don't have a camera facing to the rear on him. So he's going to settle in behind Vicent here. Notice how he's not really trying him or trying to force an issue, or trying to force a move rather. He's just kind of hanging out behind him, waiting for an opportunity. Right there, Vicent goes to the inside. Justin right there thinks about it, but backs off because he'd be out of position right here, giving it a right-hand turn. So he gets a decent run. He's going to look to the inside. Now watch this. Right there, backs off. Some people would have stayed in it, probably spun out cart 31, or at least had heavy contact. Even though these carts have bumpers on them, the idea is to pass them with no touching or very minimal touching if you can. Things are looking pretty good in fourth spot here. He's going to get a run on cart 31 here. He's going to look to the outside. It's a right-hander. This is a bad idea. You don't know who this guy is. It's a slick track. You're on the outside. Watch this. Almost gets pulverized in a head-on collision there with 2 carts. Very lucky nothing happened. That would have been a pretty good hit. And credit to those drivers that missed him. And there was a few inches away from just nailing him head on in a pretty fast corner. So he gets it headed back in the right direction. And again, Justin's in a pretty fast cart and he knows how to drive it. So I'm not showing you this race just because he's going to hang out in 10th spot. He's definitely going to make a comeback here. It's going to be interesting to see him work his way through the field. And for those of you that are new to rental kart racing, this is a really good, I think, an example of, hey, something bad really happened. You were in 4th, you spun out, now you're in 10th. Don't overreact. Don't get really hot-headed and make just stupid moves. Just keep driving your lines and just see what happens. I talked to Justin on the radio, and he was a little annoyed when he got spun out or whatever happened, but he didn't go on and just cuss on the radio the whole time. He kind of forgot about it and was pretty calm the rest of the race. So there's nothing he can do right now except drive his normal qualifying lines and go as fast as he can. So that's what he's doing. There's 2 drivers just ahead of him. DKC finished putting lights in this week, so the light There's a lot of lighting on the track. The track looks great. 1,000% improvement over what we had before. You can see the track is very slippery. Hear him get off the throttle just a smidge. A lot of people go off the track there. So he's doing a good job. Slowly walking people down. He passes this driver here. He's got, what is that, 5 carts just ahead of him. So he can make up some spots even though he was facing the wrong way just a short time ago. That is Lake DKC to your left, and that is DKC Pond when it rains to the right. If you look just ahead to the top, you see that light? I think that is a UFO. As far as I'm concerned, it is a UFO until further notice or until I'm given new information. Alright, starting to make some moves here as far as making up ground. That is me going really wide. Didn't see that driver to the inside. Watch me skillfully maneuver this car. I'm in cart number 1, this turn. Wow, absolute brilliance on my part. I might rewind that and watch that about 10 more times. I'm just so impressed with myself. 26, I go a little wide there. He goes Dale Earnhardt style, passing the grass next to me. But he doesn't know he's dealing with illegal alien racing, and I'm not going to get past that easy. So I keep my spot. But Justin's loving this as far as, well, he needs to get around us. We're kind of holding him up. He's clearly faster than us. And we're battling just ahead of him. So you got to figure out who to go with. He goes with Haas 1, gives me a bump. We're going to go side by side. He needs to be careful here. Maybe a wreck. Not completely side by side, but now it is. Clean. I'm happy. He's happy. And Justin's happy because he's in position here to get not 1 spot, but this guy goes off track right there. 2 spots. And he's got a clear track ahead of him. So he can just open this thing up and go full blast again. If you have any questions about league racing or anything, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them or someone else will answer them. If you're thinking about getting started in karting, league racing is the place to start. You can basically just pay and drive their karts, figure out if you like the competition. There's a big difference between being able to drive fast laps by yourself and then being put in a racing environment against other people that can also drive fast laps, but they also know how to race. They know how to pass you, how to set up passes. It's not just about fast laps. I think Justin's demonstrated a few times here already that, there's been some moves there that he probably could have pressed a little sooner, but it wasn't the right time, so he was pretty patient and just kind of held back. The only mistake he made was this corner right here where he went side by side with someone that he didn't know. And when I say that, he didn't know, like, you don't know how they race, and the track is slippery. It's just safer to hang out behind them, or if you can make the pass, make the pass. I typically only go, especially on the outside of that corner, with people, side by side with people that I know that I'm comfortable with, that I know aren't going to slide up and just run me off the track or do anything like that. Not that that driver ran Justin off the track, but there was a little contact there. It's just better safe than sorry. And that is him right there, I believe, in a 31 kart. And Chris, nice pass there. Justin's going to go for another one. That is Chris in the number 3 kart. Makes up 2 spots there. So the finishing order of this pre-final is going to be the starting order for the final. So again, it's very important. You do get points in the pre-final, but you definitely want to set yourself up for a good starting spot in the final. This is supposed to be an 8-lap race. We got an extra one, not sure why. So Justin does have some extra time here to try to make something happen. Does a really good job there in the corner. Little understeer there, no big deal. Looking around, making sure no one's behind him. I think the rear is probably clear for him, so he can focus on the guys just ahead. I believe in that orange helmet there, that is Shaston. I think that was kart 17. I know kart 13's up there. I'm not sure who is ahead of them. By the way, Beeson goes on to win this race. Talon, I think Talon spun out in this race, and I think that gave Beeson the chance to catch up, and he passed them and won this race. So good job on Beeson's part. Good job on Talon's part, driving very consistent for the last several races. Actually, all last season and this season. All right, so you see people there battling. That's good news for Justin. He should catch up here. We're going to come down to 1 to go. We didn't get the white flag, if I'm not mistaken, last time around. So as far as he thinks, he probably has 2 laps to go. But the race is starting to feel kind of long. Watch this. Someone goes to the inside of 13, and Shaston says, I'm going too. 13 is not happy. Look at that. He's pretty upset. Justin's going to look to the bottom, try to make another move there. Kart 13 is a fast kart. You see how well it accelerates. Good move on 13, not really closing the gap all the way. Even though that was his corner and Justin is supposed to back off, you're taking a risk there by closing the door completely. If the guy behind you decides not to back off, you're going to be facing the wrong direction. So it's probably smart to leave a little bit of a gap. Not sure if that was intentional on his part or not, but it doesn't matter. A gap was left for Justin. He's in 13, stayed ahead, so that was a good move overall. See if Justin gets a bite out of this corner. He just missed the apex. So did 13. I think he instinctually just followed him. Looks to the inside. Let's see if he can get a run here. All right, he's got a little something working here, but Justin's out of position. It's going to be a sweeping right-hander. So he's going to back off and try to make a run here. Try to get a nice exit out of this corner. Let this kart work. You see him start to close the gap. Look to the inside. That's the right move. You want to be there. 13 just works really fast. Runs out of time. And he brings it home in 6th spot. Very nice recovery there. Very good driving by Justin. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.